Hey there, watch enthusiasts! Did you know something pretty intriguing has happened in the pre-owned luxury watch market? And it's got everyone scratching their heads. Prices have unexpectedly taken a dip, leaving us all wondering, what's the deal with this 2023 trend? In this deep dive, we're going all in to figure out what's causing this massive shift. We're talking about changes in what people want, how the global economy is playing a role. You name it, we're covering it all. So grab your favorite watch and buckle up. Prices for Rolex, Audemars Piguet and Patek Philippe dropped rapidly in the last 3 months leading up to September compared to the previous quarter. That dashed the hopes of stabilizing the declining value of second-hand watches, which began in the spring of the previous year. Morgan Stanley's report, using watch charts data, indicated a 5% decline in prices during Q3 compared to a 3% decline in Q2, highlighting a faster drop in value. The Watch Charts Index monitors secondary watch prices for all major watch brands, but strongly emphasizes the big three manufacturers: Rolex, AP, and Patek Philippe. The latest report reveals that watches from these esteemed brands, which previously experienced fervent demand until early 2022, have seen the most substantial decline in the following year and a half. However, it highlights that brands like Richemont, Swatch Group, and LVMH have also witnessed declining prices. Girard-Perregaux notably underperformed following a spike in Loretto prices earlier this year. For investment bank clients, Morgan Stanley suggests monitoring the evolution of second-hand watch prices as a gauge of a brand's desirability and potential future pricing power. Rolex, Patek Philippe, and Audemars Piguet contribute to about 60% of all transaction values on the secondary market, a significantly higher share than their 39% global market share for new watches. Between Q2 and Q3, secondary market prices fell by 4.6% for Rolex, 5% for Patek Philippe, and 5.2% for AP. Compared to a year ago, prices at the end of September were 12% lower for Rolex, 16% lower for Patek Philippe, and 20% lower for AP, following a substantial drop from their peak in May 2022. Despite continual price drops in the secondary market, there's still considerable demand for new watches. The report found that the big three second-hand timepieces sold at an average of 27% above retail prices in Q3, maintaining a minimum demand level. Watches of Switzerland reported to analysts that each Rolex model still has a waiting list, which are increasing rather than diminishing. Unlike the fixed prices in the primary market for new watches, the secondary market adjusts more flexibly to supply and demand imbalances. The volume of watches available for sale in the secondary market, representing the supply, is as critical as demand. Supply doubled in 2022 as dealers aimed to clear inventory, but this trend eased in the current year, stabilizing available inventory according to Morgan Stanley. An exception to this trend is the Vacheron Constantin, which observed a 12% decrease in supply in Q3, suggesting a potential stabilization or price rise. Now, to provide context in all of this, you know luxury watches are more than just timepieces. They're symbols of prestige and top-notch craftsmanship. But here's the scoop. Their prices aren't just randomly set. A whole bunch of stuff, inside and outside the watch world, affects those price tags. And if you're into this luxury watch game, knowing these factors is key. Let's take a trip down memory lane. Over the years, we've noticed some cool trends that rock the prices of pre-owned luxury watches. For instance, remember when Rolex became the ultimate hot ticket in the early 2000s? Their watches were flying off the shelves, pushing up their pre-owned prices. Why? Well, it was a mix of killer marketing, celebs backing them up, and their solid rep for quality. Other brands have had their ups and downs, and that roller coaster ride directly impacted how much their pre-owned watches went for. Understanding these brand-specific trends, that's gold in the luxury watch market. But wait, there's more. Keep an eye on the economy. It's got a major say in these watch prices. When things get shaky economically, luxury goods like watches take a hit. People aren't clamoring for them as much, so prices drop. Flip that script to times of economic stability and growth. Watch demand shoot up, and so do those price tags. It's like a dance between supply, demand, and the economy, all calling on how much a pre-owned luxury watch will set you back. Anyway, moving on. As we roughly stated, things went sideways around mid-2023 in the luxury watch world. Prices for pre-owned luxury watches suddenly took a nosedive, throwing the whole industry for a loop. Everyone was scratching their heads, wondering what caused this big drop in the world. So, the economy? It turns out it's always got a serious say in all of this. When global economic stuff like recessions, inflation, or those wild currency fluctuations come into play, the luxury watch market feels the heat. During the pandemic, do you remember that thing from 2019 to 2023? Lockdowns and economic uncertainty damper spending. But oddly enough, demand for pre-owned luxury watches shot up during that time. Yet, here's the twist. The pandemic messed with the production and distribution of new watches, causing a bit of a logjam. Now we're swimming in supply, and demand's taken a bit of a backseat, pushing those prices down. But wait, there's more economic drama. Inflation? It chips away at our spending power, making luxury goodies like watches less wallet-friendly. And remember those currency roller coasters? Strong currencies can make watches pricier for buyers from weaker currency countries, calling off the demand and prices. Alright, there's something else. Brand drama. Brand perception is a big deal in this game. If a brand loses its cool factor, seems old-fashioned, or falls short in the prestige department, it can tank the prices of its pre-owned watches. On the flip side, if a brand's seen as super cool, exclusive, and innovative, you bet their watches will fetch fancy prices in the pre-owned market. Oh, and when does a brand drop a new model or collection? It's like a magnet for collectors. Everyone wants the shiny new stuff. That means the older models take a hit in demand and prices drop. Hold up, some limited editions or super sought-after models. Even when the new kids hit the block, they'll still be high rollers. It's crazy, right? The whole tech revolution? Yeah, it shook things up, even in the luxury watch world. Smartwatches and wearable tech are like new players stepping into the ring with traditional luxury watches. And guess what? It's changing the game. Smartwatches are more than just time tellers. They're all about high-tech features, linking up with your phone and tracking fitness. They're all-in-one gadgets, and that's drawing some folks away from the classic luxury watches. So fewer people are after the traditional ones, and that's dropping the prices of pre-owned luxury watches around mid-2023. But hold on, don't write off those classic luxury watches just yet. They've got a charm that smartwatches can't match. Craftsmanship, history, prestige, these things don't just disappear. So while smartwatches have made a dent in the luxury watch world, they're not stealing the spotlight. A crowd still appreciates traditional luxury watches, timeless elegance, and intricate mechanics. Let's talk style. The world's leaning towards simplicity and understatement. People are digging watches that are sleek and minimalistic. Those super flashy ornate watches? They're not as hot as they once were. This shift in taste affects which luxury watch brands and models people want, hitting the prices of the ones that need to keep up with the trends. Oh, and social media? It's a game changer. Consumers are like detectives now. They've got loads of info at their fingertips. They're comparing prices, reading reviews, and checking authenticity. They're more savvy shoppers, and that's also shaking things up in the pre-owned luxury watch market. What does the future look like, you ask? Experts say this mid-2023 price drop? It's probably a blip caused by the COVID-19 mess and the shaky economy. They reckon that once things stabilize, the demand for pre-owned luxury watches would bounce back and prices might also pick up. But we all know that did not happen. The price drop has continued and has affected the top luxury brands. So why did prices drop? It's a mix of the global economy, what buyers like, the brand's vibe, and tech changes. If you're diving into the luxury watch world, buying or selling, these things are crucial. If you're eyeing a new watch, this price dip might be your chance. But hang on, don't dive in unquestioningly. Do your homework, check that the watch is the real deal, and think about the brand's rep, condition, and how rare it is. This drop might mean shaking up how you price and market your watch if you're selling. Figure out what it's worth based on what people want right now. Show off its cool features, history, and how it's made. Also, check out online stores that specialize in selling pre-owned luxury watches. They can get your watch in front of more eyes. Bottom line, this price drop is a puzzle with a bunch of pieces. If you clock the historical trends, economy, brands, tech, and what folks want, you'll be navigating this luxury watch world like a boss.